I watched this news story about this guy Kenneth Twyman. Yeah, he was doing some crazy stuff. You know, I'm not. I saw him and they said something he did. I was like, I wanna see it just 'cause like the guy looks nuts. But he was driving with like a, I don't know. It was like I don't want to say it's an Uzi, but it wasn't a handgun. It wasn't a machine gun. It was like, and it was just a low pitched sound. I was like, what the fuck is it? Just to the street, shooting up. And then they showed his record here. All right, February 27, 2019. Case is the case number right here.
Since then, he's been in it.
Oh, let me just back it up. Oh, there it is. So that's the case number 2018 CF5295. This is the county. He was arrested. Fleeing, eluding second degree RES. I guess that's resisting, right? I have no idea. It doesn't doesn't exactly say. I guess is interrogated, he resisted. I don't know. I mean, what was the reason why he was getting arrested in the first place? I don't understand that. I just caught that, and then let me see. So he spent February. He spent like over close to 4 months, over 3 months in jail, and he was released on a 3,000 bail. And it goes to show his record. I guess he didn't show up to court, failure to appear 3 times, getting 3 court dates. Well, then he was finally arrested. Let me see. Almost 2 years later. Yeah, that dragged on, right? This is another county. Released. And that's a different case. Now, bail jumping, possession, THC. Because he jumped the bail and THC. He's got more charges. This is what gets crazy now. And then it says here, they're going to talk about it, I think. But the problem is they put the Fox 6 logo right there and all this stuff. Like, I'm not kidding with this. Like, you can't even see anything. And let's see. Let's back up a little.
And a few months later, Twyman was out. He was free to wander the streets in Rome to do whatever he wanted to do. Since then, he's been in and out of jail.
He was charged with homicide. Now, that's definitely 2022. April 21st, 22, a warrant was issued. And I just wanted to see, when was he charged with homicide and when was the warrant issued? But I couldn't even see the dates, I didn't hear the whole story up. This is another day where another guy, Tavon Luckett, was killed, he was charged with the homicide of that guy, but I just can't see the dates. And, I'm not going to elaborate on the story because there's so many crazy things happen. I don't know who did what, this and that. Even if you sold this murder, there's always things going to be like that going around. My issue is with the media and how they report this stuff. There's misspellings in a lot of these so-called media outlets, even on the internet, on their web pages. I mean, it's just hard. When I went on a government site, it's just so undeveloped and just ridiculous. It's like, not that people don't care. It's like you can't hire somebody that spells or can get this right, or is this done on purpose? Or did they want to conceal the day when, like all this? Why would you put this logo here when it's, you put it on television, no one's gonna see it.
Skipping court at least 6 times along the way. And in January, U.S.
I still can't tell.
Again.
I think it might have been the same day, 4/21/2022, 4/21/2022, but I still can't tell. Actually, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they say it.
In January, U.S. Marshals went to get him again. This time, they found him in his mom's Milwaukee apartment, along with a 9mm handgun, 17-round magazine, 2 pounds of marijuana, and wads of cash.
State of Wisconsin versus Kenneth Twyman.
In a digital recording of Twyman's initial appearance, his lawyer tells the court $1,000 bail is more than enough.
The only other job he has is working with his father at his father's store.
Still, prosecutors wanted much more, and they got it.
I have a false state recommendation for $7,500 cash.
I mean, let me see.
At $3,000
behavior. In my days, U.S. Marshals are asking for your
through Fox teens up in art. And a few, Twyman was out. He was free. Since then, he's been in and out of jail, skipping court at least 6 times along the way. And in January, U.S. Marshals went to get him again. This time, they found him in his mom's Milwaukee apartment. His bail is much more.
That's pretty substantial amount.
Member of Twyman's paid $7,500, and he's out again.
To commit murder.
On April 14th, police say Tavon Luckett went into the Quick Mart to get pizza rolls. When he came out, he recognized Kenny Twyman and called his name. A witness said the two men appeared to shake hands before Twyman shot Luckett in the neck and chest, then hopped to the car and rode away.
Did that cash bond keep your family safe? No. No, it did not. We are still not safe.
We're equating a higher cash bail with public safety, and that's just not the case.
Nick Sayer is co-founder of Justice Point, Milwaukee County's pretrial services agency, and an outspoken advocate of bail reform.
If money isn't going to work, and money doesn't work, then we have to take a look at other options.
But bail reform means different things to different people. The Waukesha parade attack last fall focused attention on low bail for violent offenders, prompting State Senator Julian Bradley to call for minimum bail amounts for certain crimes.
How do you pick a fixed dollar amount like $5,000 or $10,000 and say that's the magic number?
That's not the magic number, it's the minimum. It's the starting point.
Twyman posted a total of $12,500, but still wound up charged with homicide.
When someone needs to be detained, they need to be detained, period.
Sayer wants to eliminate cash bail altogether.
I kind of do understand that. I mean, I'm not gonna point to obvious or it's a stereotype of a gangster's life, but let's just say that either he robs something or he's a dealer or he's in the drug game. He sells drugs, narcotics, whatever. I mean, he's gonna have cash. He or she. I guess a regular person that may or may not commit a mistake and he's like 10, 15,000, 5,000 bail money, they might not have it. There's people like that that don't have it. And there's people that either, they might be innocent or, they can't even post that bail. But there's a lot of people that have money for bail. I mean, how do you fix the problem? I'm not really into that stuff, but it's like, truth be told, I mean, if you do certain things, you're gonna have money for bail. What if you raise it to $50,000? People are gonna get money for that.
Together by releasing most defendants until their cases are resolved, but holding the most dangerous ones in jail.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I mean, there's a way to find out if the defendant, the suspect, is lying or not, even if you didn't even if you didn't have a trial. I mean, in a case like that, I mean, spending a couple months in jail is not the most serious offense on some things. There's people that go to jail for years. People go to prison for years, and yeah, it's not the nicest thing. But if you want to hold someone in jail because it's a very dangerous crime, or you think they're very dangerous and violent, that wouldn't be such a bad thing. And $5,000 or $2,000 isn't a lot of money.
No matter how much cash they have,
you're held until your hearing date. How do you feel about that?
I think that's a very good idea.
As it is, Mary says the criminal justice system let her family down, but it's what happened after her nephew's death that rubbed salt in the wound.
You know that he was going to be there via Zoom. I mean, why didn't you go and get this guy?
On April 21st, a Milwaukee court commissioner issued a homicide warrant for Twyman. The next day, he was in court on a different case, appearing by Zoom from his lawyer's office in Racine. The prosecutor knew there was a warrant, but according to Deputy DA Kent Lover, she said nothing.
I had a court case today when I was assigned a lawyer, the same lawyer twice by my parents. And you know what? I didn't want that lawyer. And I saw the court case and a bunch of other people. The judge, the prosecutor, some of these lawyers are absolutely ridiculous. They're more criminal than these people. They hurt people, a lot of people, in a lot of different ways. Yeah, they might not physically assault you or take your life away, but they really do put people's life in a worse place than they were before. They have, they just really don't care about people. They really don't. Especially people there, even people that are innocent and might have not have been that dangerous. The level of disrespect and that right there, when they see this person, he has a warrant, they don't detain him. I mean, that's absurd. It's not even about the bail money right now. You didn't even fix that. Why don't you fix that first?
Our interest to not have that information divulged to a subject who is wanted.
All they have to do is just pick up the phone and make a phone call.
Mary says her family members are grieving, but they are also scared.
Who knows what he's going to do next?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of gun is that. It pops off a lot of rounds, right? But it doesn't sound very loud.
If the system won't hold Kenneth
Oh, I was wrong. That is a handgun.
Twyman
Jeez,
accountable,
what's
she
up?
says,
This could turn into a real gun battle within the city of Milwaukee.
the streets will. Kenneth Twyman was actually due in court in Waukesha County on Monday for a plea and sentencing in a felony bail jumping and drug possession case from 2021. But with that homicide warrant out for his arrest in Milwaukee, of course, he was a no-show here. We're told Milwaukee police have now asked U.S. Marshals to find Kenny Twyman for the third time in Waukesha. Brian Colson, Fox 6 Investigators.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do agree that certain people may have a higher bail or just get rid of the whole bail to begin with, right? But I mean, even if you do that, I mean, with there people that solve the problem, it's like put a band-aid at a bullet hole. And there's people, these two rappers, Jay-Z and I think Meek Mill. I'm not crazy about them that much, but it's not about the music. They had this organization that they were gonna lower parole dates on people, like lower parole after they come out of prison. What's that gonna do? I mean, I don't even understand that. That's not prison reform. People are talking about they're trying to do prison reform. No, you're doing parole reform, and you're lessening it. Like someone that comes out of prison or something, right? Oh, I mean, I don't know if they get in jail, but you come out of prison, like, do you really care that much about parole? You should be on parole. You should be on watch. You should be getting your life together. But some people just probably won't. So it doesn't really matter. Lower the parole now. They're not being watched. Is that what it is? I mean, it's just absurd, And the fact that people are not upset about it and talking about it. I mean, I guess people do like they made that story, even though they botched the dates and stuff. There's people that just do get it. Just that is the Congress gonna pass it? I mean, they're gonna make the law so the Senate can pass it. Because they put a law that you gotta be like a 21 right now, and not every state, but a lot of states they're trying to enforce it. So to buy, you have to be 21 to buy an assault rifle, a heavy duty machine gun that's probably used for war. I mean, the level of it's absurdity, but criminal on these Sue and ties, man. It's that Sue and tie. Those people that make the laws, that push the laws, that push the laws on us, that make sure we follow the laws, are the biggest criminals to begin with. Chances are the people that would try to enforce a better society, maybe things will be better. But I mean, things are just bad in this country. Instead of just chasing one guy, why don't you chase the people that didn't chase him to begin with?
Kenneth Twyman has retained attorney Mark Richards to defend him in the 2018 police chase and at least one other case. Richards, of course, is best known for defending Kyle Rittenhouse on his way to an acquittal over the Kenosha protest shootings. He did not return a phone call seeking comment.
There's a kill.
I mean, it's just, I do have a court case coming up, but I'm not going to trust any lawyer. I've been to one or two. I called them, a couple of them. One of them hung up the phone on me. A lady in the office hung up the phone on me. One guy said, "No, I'm just not going to represent you. Just, I'm busy. I can't do it, this and that." I told him the truth that he's a coward, and I realized he just hates me. He didn't want to help me. The other guy in my city, he said, no, he didn't even say it. Some lady at the office said he's very busy with a defense case, and he wouldn't want to take up in your case instead of, he wants to give you all the time possible to his defendants, right? Yeah, like a 15-30 minute case. Like I didn't even need a lawyer. Like I don't really care for that stuff, you know. Just because I don't know the big words and I have a suit and tie. I'm just not gonna put a suit and tie for you. I'm not. I'm not your little puppy, and you're not gonna push me around.